Hi everybody, let me tell you a very true story with a very modern dilemma. Two friends of mine are getting divorced, but don't worry, the split is remarkably good and they remain on excellent terms. They've sold the family home, separated their finances, and both are renting different properties in the same city. They have a 16-year-old son who really loves his mother, but also never misses a game of football on TV with his dad. And the rest of the time, when he's not at school, he's playing Xbox with his friends. The dilemma is, which parent does the son choose to live with? His mom or his dad? Hi, my name is Ian Watson and I'm the CEO of Cellcard, the operator with the fastest network and the best gaming experience. Youngest, most dynamic mobile market in Southeast Asia. Our performance has even won us a few awards. And at the end of this presentation, I'll tell you where their son chooses to live. And a spoiler alert, it's also linked to these awards. And I'll also explain why the son's choice impacts every stakeholder in this industry, and how his decision is which parent to live with is already shaping the smart city, what we're already building here in Cambodia. But before all of that, let me first get your bearings and then share with you some of the reasons why we love all of you to join us here in Phnom Penh, one of the greatest smart cities. This is us, Phnom Penh, one of the 5 future-forward capital destinations of Southeast Asia. Singapore, KL, Bangkok, Phnom Penh and Ho Chi Minh City. In addition to these cities, we also connect directly to Seoul, Tokyo, Manila, Jakarta and 8 other major cities in China in just a few hours. Geographically, we're heart of the ASEAN economy, the digital economy. But we need more than a great location to be successful smart city development. And based on our experience, these are the 5 things you need to make a smart city successful. Government, economy, people, investment finance and partners. And as we move to the first, you cannot build a smart city without government support. And the Cambodian government, as laid out in their e-government strategic plan, ICT master plan and telecom ICT policy, are committed to shifting the digital economy and promoting the use of digital technology in both the public and private sector to boost efficiency, fairness, transparency and convenience for all the Cambodian people. New technologies provide an opportunity for Cambodia to leapfrog traditional phases of development, and it's already happening. Cambodia is predominantly a prepaid market, where the young consumers regularly switch SIMs to get the best deal. They are extremely tech savvy and deeply engaged with our marketing and promotional activity. They have to be to get the best deal, and it's one of the reasons why mobile SIM subscriptions outnumber the population by 30%, and mobile internet penetration is approaching 100%. Compare this with fixed line subscriptions, less than 0.5%, fixed line internet subscriptions approaching 1.5%. In mature markets throughout Europe and the US, these legacy technologies remain prominent. Not here. When we talk about internet in Cambodia, it's mobile. We have leapfrogged more than one phase of development. And as the only 100% owned network operator, we already have in place an MOU with the Cambodian government to make their plans for a digital economy reality. And they in turn have the support of the World Bank and IMF, who are aligned with the government development priorities, including all these initiatives. The second you need is a strong economy, and Cambodia has seen remarkable growth, averaging 7.7% growth per year for the last 2 decades. Every economy has been impacted by this awful coronavirus, with Cambodia's economy contracting 2% in 2020, but in part thanks to unprecedented interventions by the government to counter the economic impact of COVID-19. The World Bank are predicting an immediate bounce with a growth forecast to hit 4% in 2021. In October, Cambodia signed the Cambodia-China Free Trade Agreement, which is already attracting significant investment and further driving economic growth for the country. The Cambodian economy is resilient, it's growing and it's digitally focused. But perhaps the most important thing that a smart city needs is people, young people, digital natives, and this is where Phnom Penh and Cambodia have a distinct competitive advantage. Let's take a look at the age profile of Cambodia compared to Singapore and a mature market such as China. What I'd like to see is that the age profile of our nation looks a little like the shape of one of the most oldest and proudest parts of our heritage, Angkor Wat. And even somebody like me, who looks like they're in the early 30s, is old for Cambodia. In fact, 30 to 60 age group puts me in a minority because incredibly 60% of Cambodians are under 30. And guess what they're all into? Their mobile phones, online gaming, chatting with friends on our Pukmak app, making TikToks and watching YouTube. They want careers in digital technologies too. AI, IoT, programming, content, gaming, health tech, fintech, agri-tech, and autonomous transportation. This is the generation that will drive the future growth, not just here in Cambodia, but throughout the ASEAN region. They will use technology to help to build a sustainable economy, use finite resources more efficient, raise standards in healthcare, education, and give opportunities for all. This generation needs a smart city, and with your help, we will build it. Because the fourth thing you need to build a smart city is partners. Cellcard is owned by the Royal Group, whose strategy has been to create successful partnership across a diverse portfolio of sectors, including telecoms, banking, transportation, entertainment, and tourism. And it's worked, and Cellcard are a good example of that. We at heart are an entrepreneurial business that seeks collaboration in every area of our business. It's why, when we pivoted our business model away from the traditional analog to drive both loyalty and consumption, that's why we partnered with gaming companies and then begin to nurture the next generation of creative, digitally connected talent. Musicians, singers, rap artists, gamers, dancers, esports athletes, and beauty experts. We, Cellcard, are the network for the TikTok generation. And our roster of 33 influencers on our Play Game platform are creating content that customers are not only consuming, but emulating. But let me be clear, we are not doing all of these things to be cool or follow the latest trends. Although it's nice to be cool, we're doing this to get our average revenue for our gaming customers up. And those who follow us on our Play Game platform is 3 times that of our other customers. And the strategy is already returning a return on investment, which will multiply further with our launch of the best 5G network here in Cambodia. So, I reach out to everybody. If you work in entertainment, movies, gaming, esports, K-pop, and other music genre, come and join us as we expand our offering. And if you're a brand what wants to reach, engage customers, talk to our marketing team, we have established platforms including our award-winning Play game, our Cellcard TV, our Cellcard Pay, and our revolutionary new Bookmark app, where they already connect customers with sponsors and advertisers. And if you work in fintech or work in healthcare or agri-tech or manufacturing, come and talk to us. The smart city of Phnom Penh needs your expertise. And in partnership with our enterprise team, we're ready to digitally enable any B2B business. Of course, one of the key partners in terms of developing a smart city is that of investment. And in the coming months, we will begin formally to look for investment partners so we can expand our 5G footprint and offering as quickly as possible to deliver on our vision of a smart city. All the structural key pillars are in place. A resilient and growing economy, supported by a government which is committed to a digitally enabled future, a young, dynamic, digital savvy population, and an established partnership model. All of these are connected by us at Cellcard, a progressive, agile, ambitious network operator that is already delivering extraordinary results. We're structured to maximise the revenue opportunities that 5G connectivity will provide. And in doing so, we will reduce the ROI on network investment by as much as 5 years. And here's how. Phase 1 of our strategy focuses on smart city consumers. 5G will bring faster, richer and more immersive entertainment. And in Phnom Penh, this means gaming and esports. And it's why we're building this. This is the world's first 5G digital lifestyle hub that will be a mecca of entertainment for Cambodia's youth. Using the latest VR, AR and hologram technology, this 5G powered hub will become a venue for mass market gaming events. Already, these events are usually popular in Cambodia. Esports tournaments, social media content creation, digital skill training, and music and film production. The geodesic dome tent will house large-scale outdoor concerts that will draw world-class entertainments that prior to this development you would only be able to see in Singapore, Japan, or Thailand. 5G enabled, it will allow performers to put on interactive shows limited only by their own imagination. The Esports Arena will connect Phnom Penh's gamers via their Cellcard 5G SIM card, connecting them to the world's elite gamers. And as well as tournaments, this hub will host everything from esport boot camps to gamer health and wellbeing clinics. The Hado Open Air Stadium will bring to Cambodia the first ever physical esport using AR technology and motion sensors. The confluence of physical and virtual sport will provide a new, immersive, connected experience. And the main dome will provide a multi-sensory environment where students can learn and explore the world. It will raise awareness of Cambodia's own rich biodiversity and work that needs to be done in the kingdom to protect the kingdom's endangered species. In May 2023, Phnom Penh will host the first fully 5G enabled Southeast Asian Games. The Cellcard 5G Stadium will utilise hologram assistance to greet and coordinate the city, and QR scan entry and catering with complete food delivery by drone and robot anywhere within the stadium or in the athletes' village. Phase 2 of this new smart city in Phnom Penh will focus on enterprise, where our 5G network will enable Cambodia's core industries. In agriculture, wireless sensors will monitor fields, identifying when crops need watering, feeding or harvesting, all of which will improve yields and lower costs. In manufacturing, we will use real-time data and AI to perform optimal maintenance and production schedules. This will help improve energy efficiency. And this will also reduce downtime, lower costs and raise quality. And in tourism, Cellcard's Discover Cambodia app will use VR and AR to provide rich, immersive experience of Cambodia's heritage sites. This will allow tourists to view, plan, book and pay for their trips to the ancient temples of Cambodia before they even step on an aeroplane. The app will play a key role in supporting the recovery of tourism here in Cambodia and at the same time promote, protect and preserve businesses, their workers, their communities and the environments in the temple surrounds. These are just 3 examples of how our enterprise team is ready to help the performance of every business here in Cambodia by digitally enhancing everything that they do. Phase 3 is government and civic development, and this includes street lighting, parking and autonomous and connected transportation. Our view on this is both pragmatic and bullish. We will invest in the 5G network first. We will see our return on the investment initially through the consumer market and the gamers. At the same time, we will work with the government to use 5G to improve their public service performance. 5G wave is going to be critical in this regard. The rapid urbanisation that we're seeing across Phnom Penh and other cities across the ASEAN region throws up its own unique problem. These include acquiring rights of way, digging and then laying cable, finding available ducts and retrofitting old buildings. These are things what keep all city planners awake at night. 5G wave will bring fibre in the air, high-speed internet. This connectivity will be available to everyone without the huge deployment costs and delays associated with fixed infrastructure. And I'm sure, as you know, 5G will have a transformative effect on healthcare, allowing real-time diagnostics, consultation, analytics and even surgery, connecting both urban and rural communities to experts anywhere in the world. Last year, at the height of the pandemic, we were able to run the first 5G-enabled COVID remote video consultation that linked the Ministry of Health to separate hospital and healthcare centres across Phnom Penh. Having already demonstrated what's possible, there is real appetite in this government to use this technology every day. And we expect to see similar demand for 5G connected educational services very near future. These 3 phases, consumer-facing entertainment, enterprise enablement and government-led public services that run concurrently if we have the partners to work with. So, if you work or invest in any of these sectors I've talked about today, come and join us. We can move quickly to support your 5G connectivity needs. At the beginning of this presentation, I left you with this dilemma. Who would my friend's son choose to live with? Was it either his mom or his dad? Well, the answer is of course very simple. Whichever one had the best Wi-Fi and mobile signal. And the reason for this and its importance is because their son is every person under 20. He represents now a demand not just for good Wi-Fi or a 5G signal, but an expectation of their whole digital life to be interconnected. And this is why we must start to build smart cities, and we must start to build them now. Because when we do, the children and our children's children will not only stay, but they will thrive and they will grow. And they will have careers in this knowledge-led economy. And they will work for companies that use AI, IoT, big data and 5G. And this will raise standards in education and healthcare for both urban and rural citizens alike. Their work will improve agricultural yields, so nobody goes hungry. And we will also ensure safe water for future generations. And it all starts here, and it all starts now. And to make this possible, we need investors and we need partners, and people and businesses who not only want to see a huge return on investment, but also those who want to do something good. To build not just a smart city, but a new nation with better healthcare, education and opportunities for all. Opportunities that will lift families out of poverty and build a sustainable economy using our finite resources wisely. It's been an absolute pleasure to share our vision of Cellcard's Smart City Initiative to all at MWC Shanghai. Thank you very much indeed.